My first time bench pressing, ever. I was 14 years old, a freshman in high school, and my max was 65 pounds, a 10 on either side of the bar. I was stuck at 105 all throughout my entire sophomore year of high school. I remember that number because I used to imagine in my head that the 10-pound plates were 45-pound plates, and I'd be able to do 3 plates on each side. I would lie about being able to max out 135, so much to the point that my classmates ended up calling me out on it. We'd be at a house party where somebody had a weight set in their bedroom and they would demand that I prove it to them, or ask to meet me after school so I could prove it to them. And I'd always make up an excuse why I couldn't. I was sore, I just did chest the day before. Finally, junior year, the day before Thanksgiving, I maxed out 115, the big 35s on each side of the bar. And I was ecstatic because they were like the bigger plates in my head. It took me 2 full years of training to max out 135 pounds. I am the definition of a poverty bencher by genetics. None of the men in my family have ever benched over 300 pounds. We are terrible at pressing genetically. Mix that with the fact that I'm just a smaller built guy by nature. I'm only 5'8" now, and I've always been under 200 pounds. I've always had a much harder time putting on size and gaining weight all my life, so I've been a smaller framed guy with bad benching genetics. That made me more obsessed with getting my bench press up, so I worked my ass off for it. I remember vividly being in the school cafeteria, imagining 2 plates and thinking, wow, I could never imagine how heavy that would feel to bench 2 plates. I finally hit the 2-plate club around my senior year, and it wasn't until after I graduated high school at about 18 or 19 years old where I finally maxed out 315 pounds, the big 3 plates. Fast forward to 22 years old, 2013, I maxed out 345 for the first time ever in my life, and I was ecstatic. Entering the mid 300s, that was when I decided 405 might be an obtainable goal. Until this point in time, I was not familiar with today's powerlifting, where you have freaks that are 153 pounds benching 410 like UF powerlifter, or my coach Brett Gibbs who benches 485 at 180 pounds. I wasn't familiar with this world yet. So in my head, only the big juiced up 300-pound bodybuilder guys on all the steroids could bench 4 plates and 5 plates. If someone was natural in benching 4 plates, they were built like a linebacker, just naturally big dudes, 6 feet tall, 240 pounds and up. It was never the small guys like me. I had it in my head that, if I could achieve a 4-plate bench, completely natural, completely drug-free, never having put a steroid or a hormone in my body ever, while being a genetically terrible bencher and being a naturally smaller framed sub 200 pound dude, that would be the biggest achievement to me on a personal level ever. That would mean more to me than most of the sponsorships I've achieved, most of the opportunities I've achieved in my career. That would just mean everything to me on a personal level. So I kept working for it. Finally in 2014, I was about 24 years old, I finally maxed out 365 pounds, and it was ugly in the grinder. Finally at 2016, I took on Brett Gibbs, 2-time world champ in the IPF, as my coach. And with the help of his coaching, his tips, his guidance, his programming, he learned my body and what I respond to really well, mixed with me just being hungry for this goal. We finally blasted my bench up to about 385, and here we are today, about to attempt my life goal, my life dream of benching 405, 4 plates, entering the 400-pound bench club. Life goal finally achieved. I remember 3 years ago failing the 405 squat and having the 405 squat be a big deal, and I just bench pressed it today with a pause. Super stoked. Right here at Top Strength in Providence, Rhode Island, dope ass gym with my guy Dan Mackler, the best spotter I've ever had in my entire life, spotting me as always. He spotted me for a number of my PRs, so it was only right that he came up today to lift me off for the big one. So this is epic. I don't think the excitement's even hit me yet today. Can't thank you guys enough for the positivity and support you all have been giving me over the course of this mini series, Race to 405. We here.
We got here just the 45. Each side, 135. Going for your attempt here, guys. That was only halfway. Whatever, I'll try it again.